What's going on, guys? My name is Trinket and welcome back to Smite. Now today is the day after the Smite World Championship Finals with Epsilon winning, which I thought was going to happen. I've been supporting Epsilon this entire time, so I'm very, very happy for all of them. I would sort of give my thoughts and all of that, but I can't really say anything that the casters and the analysts didn't say. Obviously, Enemy had a great tournament. They performed very, very well. However, I do think if they were on the other side of the draft, maybe they wouldn't have done as well. They probably would have lost to Cloud9, but who knows? People were saying that the entire time, you know, that they were going to lose, and then they said it again, that they were going to lose, and they didn't, they won. That really was the entire story behind Enemy, and wow, rip this team. Wow, they are very mad. Okay, but anyway, Epsilon won. Enemy came second. Epsilon kind of stomped Enemy, actually. I had a feeling that was inevitable when they played so well against Cloud9, which were brilliant games overall. You know, I really enjoyed watching them. They were more interesting than the Cloud9 v Enemy ones. I think it's unfortunate that Cloud9 and Epsilon ended up on the same bracket, because it would have been a much better final. Well, probably anyway. I don't really know. And okay. Well, that kind of worked. I mean, Kepri died, but it's whatever. And now I'm getting blamed for whatever reason. Okay, I think we're good. Trinket, however, is only level 2. Somehow. I need 400 more gold to get Transcendence, so I will wait. Keep my eye on the map. Make sure Thor doesn't sort of show up out of nowhere. He's still sitting in mid. That's raw though. I should be okay. Yeah, I'm out of mana though, and Kepri is well too far up. Yep's kind of low, but he's out of mana, so we'll have to back soon. Yeah. By the time I back, I'll get my buff. Oh no, I won't. Kepri's not getting it, so I guess I'll clear this wave and go back. I didn't actually see if Rom went back or not. Hopefully he did, and I'm not going to get blamed. However, Kepri did go missing, so we should be good. No idea where he is though. So I will just return to lane at the moment. Gibbs in lane, Rom isn't. Rom could be taking my attack speed. I don't actually know. Gibbs now missing. Let's just check. They could even... Maybe they made an attempt at gold, I don't really know. I don't think so. So I was also gonna go over some of the Season 3 changes that we actually already know. We don't know very many at the moment. And wow, this rhyme just took a lot of unnecessary damage. But a lot of Season 3 changes, you know, they were saying in the sort of videos that a lot of them are subject to change. Thor is somewhere. Yeah. I don't actually know where Ram went. I wouldn't be surprised if he recalled. He did take a lot of damage. And anyway, back to the Season 3 things. So, as far as map changes go, the attack speed buff's getting removed. A mana buff, I believe, is going... Oh. No. Mana... That's kind of a shame. Mana buff is going where the... I don't actually know. Mana buff is going where the speed buff currently is. And speed buff can now be picked up by sort of... these like weird fire elemental things that are going to be found around the fire giant. So, overall, it sort of brings everything a little bit more, well, okay, a little bit more centralized. Instead of, oh, and backs are being moved up as well. I'm not actually sure where to, but they're being moved up. So everything becomes a little bit more focused around the center of the map, which I think is good. Might be a little bit annoying for junglers. However, they are going to be in fights a lot more. Especially with the removal of the damage buff. Sorry, attack speed buff. They're actually going to have less jungle to farm, and with the mana buff not being where it is at the moment, going to be a little bit close to the middle. We'll be a bit more involved in fights as well, which I suppose is okay for junglers that like that stuff. I do, so I'm okay with it. Right. Other changes, the actual buff, I think I might have already said this, but I don't actually know. The actual sort of areas on the buffs is going to be slightly bigger. They're removing a couple of like pathways, just redoing some of the map in general, making more pathways, more ways to sort of go. It's gonna be good, I think. That's pretty much map changes. As far as okay, well done. As far as gameplay changes, the most notable one is probably actives getting removed completely, being replaced, oddly enough, with trinkets, which are effectively the same as actives, but they're sort of going to be within the... Well, I'm kind of getting wrecked here. It doesn't matter too much. Thor's dead, so... I played really badly there. But, you know. It's whatever. I'm gonna go back as well, just because I'm a little bit too low to contest things. I didn't actually realise I was... Yeah, we'll sell these. I don't need these anymore. I'm full stacks. There you go, so we're good. I should have got boots, actually, but Chiron is naturally the fastest character in the game anyway, so I'm not too worried. Especially with Geb not being here. It doesn't worry me too much. Well, it is a bit annoying that Geb isn't here, because the game isn't fair, obviously. But I've kind of already started and talked about what I wanted to talk about, so... Oh well. Okay. Well, could be getting his attack speed. No. Interesting. The main... Oh, well. Well, I'll let him live. We still got the attack speed buff, and Thor could quite easily gank, so... I think we're fine. I'm still in lane, which is interesting. Did take a lot of damage, especially with both of us here. Well, I missed that shot, which is a bit annoying. But we'll get the tower. Okay. Right. Okay. So at this point, I can start to roam around a little bit more. Rom's pretty much locked into defending that lane. This still is really annoying. I'm gonna mute her because she's driving me nuts. Yeah, Rom can't really rotate as well as I can. He's not as mobile, nor is he going to be as effective coming into the game. He does have 2 kills, and does actually have more gold than me. Oh, no, he doesn't. Never mind. And if my team were helping me, you know, we might actually get some stuff done, but... Oh, rip that tower. I mean, it was going to go anyway, so... Right, sorry about that. We can, look to put on some pressure. I am gonna be wary of a possible Thor ult. Like that. He missed though, so it's all good. Wow, I missed all of those. We won't talk about that. Okay. So one thing I did kind of notice at Worlds, especially when they were showing the comms, is how precise the sort of communication between all the players is. Like, they don't say very much. There's not much unnecessary information. Apart from when Rafa kept going, I'm backing. I mean, that was kind of important, and it did sound like his entire team wasn't really listening to him, but a lot of the information, you know, it will just be who to target, and then what to do once they've done that. Oh, rip. Well, there goes that game. I will just sort of do some closing thoughts, I guess. Basically, Worlds was great. I really enjoyed watching it. I would absolutely love to be there next year. Not necessarily to compete, because I am nowhere near the skill level of, you know, MLE2 or the other EU teams that were there, Fumble, all that. There's no way I could reach that level, unfortunately. Well, I could, maybe with a lot of work and a lot of effort. We'll see. But I would really love to be there next year, even if it was just watching. Epsilon played great. It's a shame Epsilon and Cloud9 were on the same side of the bracket. Enemy totally deserved to be there. You know, the fact they beat Fnatic and Paradigm proves that they definitely deserve to be there. 100%. Pain de Viande definitely had a big impact in that, in his attitude and how he treated the games. I think that really helped his team. Same with Rafa. Rafa's got a brilliant team behind him. The entirety of Epsilon is great. Everyone talks about adapting and how he's the best player in the world. And yes, he probably is, but the rest of his team's pretty damn good as well. I mean, the game where it was kind of close, the second one, that was all down to Dimmy, I think. Adapting had a rough game, so Dimmy kind of picked them up. And considering Dimmy was ill, that was pretty impressive. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching that unfortunately short game. Oh, I don't know what to say. I completely blanked. My view on Worlds is that it was great. Hopefully it'll be bigger and better next year. That'd be awesome. And I will see you all tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Also, Amaterasu, I don't really know what to think of her yet. She'll probably be good. I don't really know. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.